Hey everyone, Melissa Wick here. This is a yoga practice, a 30-minute class where we will focus on the essence and the energy of gratitude. The practice will involve some postures that are energizing and opening, and we'll take it down to a more grounding state and really connecting into everything that we're grateful for. So let's get into something comfortable. Let's get started. If you have 2 blocks, place them at the top of your mat. You may or may not need them. And for today's class, we'll start in child's pose. So if you need a blanket to cushion the knees, feel free to pad yourself so you feel comfortable. Toes can touch, knees will come wide. Walk the hands forward, melt your forehead and chest and heart down towards the mat. Your arms could be soft or they can be extended, your choice, making it active or passive. Let yourself settle here with 2 deep cleansing breaths. So inhale in, exhale through the mouth. Inhale in, full breath. And exhale, let it go. Closing the mouth, return to the natural cadence of your breath. Let yourself land here on your mat. This is your space, this is your time. Land here in your body, in your breath. Let your sit bones be heavy toward the heels. And start to expand the breath into the back of the heart, the back lungs and the ribs as you inhale. Feel the expansion filling up. As you exhale, we soften. As we set the tone for this practice, bringing more awareness to our breath and tuning into the energy of gratitude in this surrendering, intentional shape, child's pose. Gratitude that we have this time on our mats. Gratitude for our practice. And gratitude for our sacred lives. Just a few more deep cycles of breath. Now if your arms aren't activated, start to walk the arms out toward the top of your mat. Come onto the fingertips. So your wrists and your elbows will lift. Press down into the finger pads so you're going to feel this traction on your mat as you push and release the glutes down a little more toward the heels. Soften the shoulders, glide them down towards your sit bones. Back of the neck long. Just gently opening in the spine. Maybe here, if it feels good, you can start to roll your forehead across from side to side, gently opening up in the neck and just massaging the third eye. Super calming. Come back to center here. You're gonna lift your chest up a little bit and take the left arm and thread it through, palm facing up, left shoulder, left ear down. And if the head can't quite reach the ground, feel free to slide a block underneath the head here. Breathing into your shoulder. Come back to center, inhale, tent up the fingers, and exhale, right arm threads through, palm facing up. Back to center, inhale, lengthen the spine, exhale, fold. Plant your palms down. As you inhale, just come forward into tabletop position with the toes tucked under. Fingers spread wide, wrists under the shoulders. We'll make this more dynamic opening here. Inhale, we'll release the belly, tilt the pelvis, the chest opens, soften the shoulders, gaze lifts. Exhale, you're gonna push into the palms and your sit bones are gonna lead you up and back to downward facing. We'll flow like this a few more times. Inhale, lift the heels, knees come down. You continue the inhale. Nice long, smooth breath in. Exhale, you lift the knees, sit bones are leading the way up and back. Twice more. Smooth out the breath. Inhale, come forward. Enjoy this opening, luxurious opening. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, all the air out, downward facing. Pause here in your down dog. If you like to pedal, take your dog for a walk, or you can bend the knees a lot here. A couple cycles of breath. Glide the shoulders down, chest reaching toward the tops of the thighs, release any excess tension in the neck. Wrap the upper arms around and in, broaden the upper back. Draw the navel in. If you're pedaling your feet, come to stillness. Long spine. Enjoy that opening in the back of the legs and in the spine. Walk your hands toward your feet, back of the mat. Take a fold. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to your quads or your shins. Use that traction of your fingers to your legs. Long spine. Chin slightly in, chest open. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Strong legs here, root down to rise. Inhale all the way up to stand. Palms touch right in front of heart space. Take a cycle of breath here. Inhale, we sweep the arms up. Your tailbone's lengthening down toward the heels. Exhale, bend the elbows. Blossom the heart, reaching up and out. 2 more times like this. Inhale, extend the arms. 1 breath per movement. Exhale, use your imagination as if there's resistance here as you pull and slide the elbows down. Stabilize your shoulders. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, bend the elbows. Good. Inhale, reach up, maybe look up to your hands. As you exhale, slight bend to the knees. Fold over the hips, come down. Inhale, halfway lift. Open the chest. Exhale, we fold, and then we'll walk the hands back to downward facing. Good. Inhale, we're going to come forward to high plank. You can bring the knees down if you need to. Exhale, lower down to your belly. Point your toes. Roll the shoulders onto the back here. Tops of the feet press down, pubic bone down. Inhale to a baby cobra. Chin in, full breath in. Exhale, full breath out, lower. Try not to use the hands here for the next 2. Inhale, maybe the hands hover, engaging the glutes to protect your low back. Exhale, fold. Again, opening the shoulders. Inhale, lift. The back body lights up. And exhale, lower down. Hands by the upper chest, elbows in, tuck the toes under. As you inhale, lift the belly, push through the palms. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a cycle of breath here. Exhale it out. Inhale, we're going to sweep the right leg up, lift through the inner right thigh, foot flexed. Exhale, knee towards your chest, just draw it in, wrists under the shoulders, tuck in, lift, lift, lift. Inhale, right leg sweeps up again. And exhale, we're going to step the right foot through between the hands. Left knee's going to come down. Let's take a low lunge. Arms glide up, thumbs back, pinkies forward. Again, right hip drawing back, left knee forward, tailbone down. Good. We'll take the hands down. Maybe use your blocks if you have them. Shift back, gentle opening in the hamstring, toes toward the face. Long spine, softening the shoulders. Good, rebend the right knee. Take the blocks aside, left hand down, tuck the left toes under, power up the back leg, magnetize the inner thighs. Right arm's gonna open up for a twist. So the left shoulder's drawing down. Gentle squeeze of the shoulders. We'll start to bring in some circles here with the left shoulder. Just exploring how this feels in the shoulder socket. And then 3 the other way. Release it down. Good, now from here the right hip's gonna keep drawing back. You can tuck the left toes in a little more if you need. We're gonna sweep up to high lunge. Ground down through your right heel. Good. So the right hip is really pulling back here. You're igniting that quad and that glute actually. Good. Take the hands down here and then step the left foot beside the right and fold. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Heel toe your feet open about as wide as the mat, heels in, toes out. Malasana. Knees track in line with the toes. You can always sit on a block here. Making sure that we're not caving in on the inner arches of the feet, that the feet are nice and even. Hands can come into prayer. Triceps to the insides of the thighs. Glide the shoulders down. Maybe you close the eyes here. A beautiful grounding shape here, very primal. Tune into the depth of your breath. Can you find ease in this shape? Good, if the eyes are closed, gently bring the light back in. Take the hands down, lift the sit bones up, heel toe your feet back underneath the hip bones, block aside. Inhale, halfway lift, open the chest, long spine. Exhale, fold, feet are hip width distance, bend your knees, Utkatasana, sit in your chair. Thumbs back, pinkies forward, draw the navel in, engage the glutes, firm the outer thighs and ankles. Steady the breath, steady your gaze. Powerful pose. Can you also find ease in this shape? We're engaged, but we're not gripping. And exhale, release down. Good. Inhale, halfway lift, smooth breath, open the shoulders. Exhale, plant your palms, step back, chaturanga if that's in your practice, or come with me, exhale, belly to cobra. Inhale either to your upward facing or cobra, tops the feet down, shoulders softened. Exhale, downward facing. Big breath in. Exhale it out. Let's continue. Left leg will rise this time. Inner left thigh lifts you, foot flexed. Exhale, knee in towards your chest, round curl in, lift. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step the left foot through between the hands. Right knee down, low lunge. Sweep the arms up. Left hip pulling back. Tailbone lengthening down. Reaching through the fingers. Taking your hands down, frame your left foot, maybe hands on blocks, half split. Toes toward the face. Try to keep the left hip in line with the left leg here. Toes toward the face, softening the shoulders. Long spine. Okay, let's rebend the left knee, blocks aside. Hands down, tuck your right toes under, power up the back leg, right hand down. Twist, left arm opens up, right shoulder, draw it down. Gentle squeeze of the shoulders will open up your wingspan here. Magnetize the inner thighs, invite in those arm circles. 3 in one direction here. Sync your breath with your movement. Reverse your direction. All right, release here. Walk your back foot in a little bit if you need to prepare for high lunge. Your left hip is really drawing back. When you feel stable, sweep the arms up, high lunge here. Bend the back knee if you need to. Tailbone lengthens down, scissoring action. Ground down through your left heel, glutes are working. Feel the power and the strength of your legs. Grateful for your beautiful legs carrying you through life. And we'll exhale, take the hands down. We're gonna step the right foot beside the left, fold. Take an inhale, halfway lift to cleanse. Long spine, exhale, fold. Take the feet together this time, and we'll inhale into chair pose with the feet together. Take the hands into prayer. We're gonna come into a dynamic twisting chair sequence here. So inhale, we're gonna be here, center, prepare. As we exhale, we're gonna twist to the right. Hook the left tricep to right outer thigh. Inhale, release the hands back to center, chair. You'll get it. Exhale, over to the left, right tricep outside of left thigh. One breath per movement. Inhale, chair, release the hands, lift. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, over to the left. One more each side. Inhale, center. Glutes engaged. Exhale to the right. Draw that left hip back. Inhale, center. Exhale, over to the left. Draw the right hip back. Good. Inhale, center. And this time, exhale, we'll fold all the way down. Take your feet hip width distance if that's more comfortable. Give yourself a fold here. You can grab opposite elbows if you'd like. Breathe into your belly. Release your head. Good. Release your hands down. Halfway lift as you inhale, long spine. This is cleansing here. Exhale, last flow. Plant your palms, step back. Chaturanga to upward facing or belly to cobra. Engaging the glutes, open the chest. Exhale, downward facing. Exhale out of the mouth. Whenever you need to cleanse or let something go. Good. Come forward to high plank. Exhale all the way to your belly, all the way down. Point your toes. Two options here. Either we come into locust. You can take the arms by the side, palms up, draw the shoulders onto the back, lift your forehead, chest, arms, legs lift, point your toes. Tuck the chin in, back body on. Or come to bow pose. Bending your knees. Maybe you grab the ankles or the outer edges of the feet. When you feel you're ready and at ease, we start to kick the feet into the hands, starting to lift. If your knees open out to the side, draw them back in. This is not about how high you can go. Try not to crank the neck. Chin in, back body engaged. Use your hamstrings and your glutes. Full breath in, full breath out. Gently release with care. Take your feet down. If they're bent, relax. Forehead back down to the mat. Take your palms by the upper chest. Tuck your toes under. On an inhale, we're going to lift the belly, push through the palms, lift up. And exhale, just shift your bum back towards your heels. And we're going to bring our sit bones down to the ground. Bring your legs forward. Scooch up a little bit here. And we're going to grab a block if you have one. And we're going to slowly roll down. So we're going to take the palm on each side of each block. Feet stay down. We're going to slowly roll down. Curl the pubic bone in toward you. Feet stay down. Resist the temptation to really come down fast. Let your low back touch the mat first. All the way down. Take your block to the side. Bring the soles of the feet together. Knees open. One hand on the belly. One hand on the heart. Close your eyes. Readjust if you need to. Slide the shoulders in, open the chest. You
can always slide a couple blocks or pillows under the thighs if this is too much without support for the legs. And just receive your breath flowing through the palms of your hands. Noticing how this feels here to connect with your power center, your stomach, and your heart space. Syncing the mind, the body, and the breath. Now we'll slowly release the hands. Take the hands to the outside of the thighs. Gently close the legs up here. You're going to take your block, lift your hips up, and take the block underneath your tailbone, your sacrum. Okay, so you're in a supported bridge. Just take a moment here to feel. If you don't have a block, you can use a bolster or a harder pillow or couch cushion. Now here, we can extend the legs out long. If you do this and you feel compression or pain in the low back, just rebend the knees. You can just stay in the supported bridge. If you don't have any props at all, you can have the feet wide and let your knees fall into touch just with your hips on the ground. That's constructive rest, also very beneficial. So choose your place here. Hands could be by the side or on the belly or hip bones. You can bring the arms into cactus if you'd like. We have about 6 to 7 breaths here. Good. If your legs are extended, rebend the knees. If you're on a block, stay on the block. Regardless, we're going to lift our legs up toward the sky. Find an effortless effort here with your legs. And gently release. Plant the feet back down. Lift the hips up if you're on a block or a prop. Slide the prop out. Re-lower the hips back down. Give yourself a moment to feel here. Now we're going to cross the right ankle and let it clear the left thigh. Right foot is flexed. We're going to thread the needle here. Option 1, your right hand comes to your right thigh, closer to your hip bone rather than pushing on your knee, and you can push that right thigh away, and this could be it for today. Or you take your right hand through the gap between the legs, lift your left foot off the ground, interlace the hands behind the backs of the left thigh, drawing that left thigh in as you push that right thigh away, relax the shoulders, back of the neck long. You can sway a little from side to side and explore where there is the most resistance. And don't be too hard or pushy on your edge, but just find that sweet spot there and breathe a little more deeply into that space. Smooth breath in and smooth breath out. Now we're going to release the hands, keep the cross of the leg, just bring the left foot down. You're just going to tilt your legs, your unit over to the left. So your right foot will touch the ground here. You can take your left hand and gently push that right thigh away, more so from the hip bone rather than the knee. Your right arm can open up here. This is a nice opener for the psoas, maybe the outside hip part here. It's an awkward spot to get to. If you really don't like this position, you can always just come into a twist. Your choice. Okay, we'll gently release. Use your core to bring your legs back to center. Unravel the legs. Lift and lower the hips so your hip bones are even. Cross the left ankle. Let it clear your right thigh. Foot flexed. Either push the left thigh bone away or thread. Interlace the hands behind the back of the right thigh. Readjust. Gentle tuck in of the chin. Relax the shoulders and then sway maybe. Explore. Find your sweet spot there. And settle in here with your breath. Using your imagination to melt away any of the density and the tension. Finding more ease. And just know that wherever you place your attention, your awareness, that's where you place your energy. So it is more potent if we can stay present to our experience rather than just checking out. Okay, we'll gently release the foot down, keeping the cross of the ankle, and then take your unit, tilt it all the way to the right. Let your left foot touch the ground here. Maybe right thigh pushes left thigh bone away, or just take whatever position you took on the first side on this side here. Beautiful. Use your core to bring your legs back to center. Uncross the legs. Lift and lower the hips. Readjust. And let's come into a brief happy baby. Arms on the inside. Either grabbing your calves, your ankles. Your ankles are stacked over the knees. Or grab the outer edges of the feet if your hips are feeling open. Again, softening the shoulders. Lengthen the tailbone down. So relax the hips. Back of the neck long. You can be still or you can sway. Whatever you prefer. Breathing nourishment into the hips and the groin. Beautiful. Gently release. Hug the knees in toward you. Wrap your arms around your shins. Lift your chest, your forehead, your nose toward your knees. Maybe even give your knees a kiss. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And on an exhale, let's extend into Savasana. Use props as you need. Cover up with the blanket if you'd like. Put socks on if you need to. Get comfortable. So make the effort to grab what you need so you can fully relax in the shape here. There is nothing left for you to do. This time is here for you. A special time for you to get quiet, to be still, to fully integrate your yoga practice and allow the energy, so that vibration, that tingling, the sensations, that's your prana, that's your life force Here we allow it to organize itself into balance in this ultimate state of receivership. Noticing what it feels like to be at home in the center of your multi-dimensional being. And know that you always, always have access to this. You can slowly and gently begin to deepen your breath. And start to invite movement back to your body. Maybe you move your fingers or your ankles, stirring the body into wakefulness. Maybe you lift your arms up overhead, nice big stretch as you deepen the breath. Take the knees in toward you. Give yourself a good hug. Acknowledge your efforts. And you can roll to one side, any side. Pausing there for a moment. Just take a couple breaths into your upper back. Notice how this fetal shape feels to you. And then in your own time, we'll meet in a seated posture. Any seat that's comfortable for you. We'll bring our palms to touch in front of our heart space. Find a tall spine, sitting nice and tall, softening the shoulders and a slight bow in of the chin, just acknowledging the teacher and the light that's within you. Enjoy these moments here just with yourself, with your being, with your breath. And gratitude is a feeling, a state that we could access and tap into, where it could really change the way that we're feeling. It could change our disposition, it could change our state. It's a very powerful practice. So here, can you find 3 different things that you're grateful for? And it really doesn't need to be grand. And then why you're grateful for it. That'll just allow for that feeling to wash over you a little more deeply. So for example, I'm grateful for my home because it allows me a safe place to rest and for loved ones to gather. So think of 3 things that you're grateful for and why. And let that feeling wash over you. Let it fill you up. And know that gratitude is only a choice away. It's only a moment away. It's always available to you. Thank you so much for your trust and for sharing your practice with me and for your support. Namaste.